Fancy Doreen Oaks and Sigason. My name is Doreen Oaks, Nia Otse, Nikanit First Nation. I am from Nikanit First Nation. Nigigisi Dan Cree Language Studies, Bachelor of Education, Nawe 1992, 1995. I completed my bachelor's of Cree language studies and my bachelor of education back in 1992. Egwa nigik snowmagan Ode First Nations University of Canada. Nanto nistano nisosab aski. Egode. Egwa Uto megwa kawi niwigen niganit. I now live back in Nikanit. I taught at the First Nations University of Canada, or also Saskatchewan Indian Federated College, for about 23 years. I still don't consider myself an expert in the language. Yes, I had to study my language, but as a fluent, to talk to fluent speakers, I still have a problem to answer back. So I'm not an expert at it. It's okay. And I'm glad there are 103 participants that are going to be coming on to learn about Cree. So that's a good number. I don't know if I'll see all of you, but maybe someday when the screen is big enough here to be able to look at everybody where they're from, so I can also ask you questions after you've been introduced to the Cree language. Because Cree is not an easy language to learn, but if you practice on a daily basis, you have an easier time with the pronunciation, because one sound difference changes a meaning on it. So what I thought I would start off with is, like I said, when I taught the other two Zoom classes, I only had 10, 15 students, so they were able to introduce themselves, but this way I
Oh, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
You're on mute, Doreen.
I'm so sorry, Doreen. I accidentally muted you. This is Amy here. Could you please unmute yourself? I'm terribly sorry. That was my fault. My apologies, everyone.
Okay. So on my side, like I said, we'll get to know each other a little bit more. But what I wanted to start off with is kind of a background of the Cree language. So hopefully you have access to the notes. And as Amy said, if you didn't register and they didn't get your email address, they weren't able to forward the notes to you. So if you can register and send I think it's her name is Darla, the other one, you can get your notes on your side. Okay.
There's one. There's a book.
Yeah, it's kind of like a book. It is a book. These are notes that I have used in the past from teaching other classes, and I always revise when I when I start other classes, go over. This is like I said, notes that I used. Okay, so quickly going into about the Cree language, we do have 5 dialects. I'm not going to read from the notes. Okay, Cree has 5 different dialects. We speak the Y dialect within Saskatchewan, southern Saskatchewan. The northern area, they speak TH dialect. So it's a little bit different, but once we get down into the writing system, you'll know what I'm talking about. And again, with the dialects, with fluent speakers, they say their words a lot faster, or the enunciation is a lot faster. And then they don't say the words syllable by syllable. So I'm going to use the term nehiawe. Okay, nehiawe is speak Cree. You will hear speakers that say nehiawe. Like they collapse a lot of the consonants together. But speakers, beginners will say nehiawe on those ones. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about when I say a reminder. Fluent speakers collapse their sounds pronunciation when speaking. So going into, oh, now what did I do? Amy. Okay, so it kind of gives you, no, I was able to figure it out.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So just to give you, like I said, we're going to do the Y dialect on this one. There is N dialect that Cree has, L dialect, TH dialect on this one. So with the L, N, TH, Y, and the our dialect. Our dialect is in the Quebec area because they have Cree. They also speak Cree in that area. Okay. Okay. And then going into below number 5, just a simple word that you can change into the different dialects is, they all mean I or me, is Nia, Nida, Nina, Nila, and Nira. All these words, you can switch from dialect to dialect, and they all mean I or me on this one. So just quickly going into the writing system that I learned is called the Cree Standard Roman Orthography. And I learned this from Jean Okemos' Saskatchewan Indian Federated College, now First Nations University of Canada. And then I always do what's calling phonemic sound, the way I understand it, the way I would pronounce it. Okay, so just quickly going, if you want to follow along, try pronouncing on your side. The Cree Standard Roman Orthography, a lot of the newer books, we have the Cree Language of the Plains, we have Nehiawe 1 and 2 that use this writing system. And, oh, don't mind the kids there. I have some kids that are playing next door here. Okay, so we have 10 consonants in Cree and 4 vowels. We have 4 long sounds and 4 short vowels. We have some other ones that are trying to sign in. Okay.
The cover's $89 and the paperback's $34.95.
Yeah. Yeah.
For beginning solo.
Okay. So these are the ones.
Language for Beginners by Lynn Cody and Margaret Cody. It's a book.
Maybe Neela needs to turn off her mic because we're hearing somebody talk over you.
Okay. So on our side, like I said, this is the writing system that I use, but on my notes that I send to students or send to, I add what's called phonemic sound to help you with your pronunciation. Okay, I'm going to be introducing the writing system that we use in Cree. Because with the books that you're able to access, they're there. And the more practice you have, or the more time you spend trying to learn Cree, even basic words, you can use those other books there. I'm having a hard time. Hold on. Beho is hold on, or wait. Okay. So the ones that are different with pronunciation, so we have the 10 consonants, but the 4 consonants that are a little bit different is the C sound or the ch or t sound on the writing system. So they're not the K sound. Okay, it's not the K sound like in cat. It's the ch sound or ch sound depending on the speaker. Because even in my area here in Nicanite First Nation, when I listen to speakers, I always think, okay, they pronounce their sounds a little bit different, but you know what? And then the thing they always tell me is they always say I sound too much like a robot because I tend to pronounce syllable by syllable. Okay, so quickly going down. So this one, I'm just going to say the Cree part. Okay, but I'm going to give you a hint. If you wanted to memorize these words from teaching and about the language and learning about language methods, we have to be able to connect a new language to our first language. So if you're all English speakers, for you to memorize the words or to know the words or to remember them when you hear speakers talking, you have to say the English first or whatever language is your first language. That's the mistake I made when I was in my Cree language studies class. I had to take 2 different languages. One of them was Saulteaux and the other one was French. I didn't know that's the way you remember these languages. Okay, so I'm just going to say the Cree word on your end. You can follow on the words, but if you want to remember it more, go and say the English and then the Cree. Okay, so the first one is Chiman.
Chiman, Chiman,
Yes. Next one is Achimosis. Achimosis.
Atimosis,
No, Achimosis.
Atimosis.
Yes. Okay, I hear one. Everybody else has their things muted.
Okay.
But I hear one speaker. Okay. Next one is Mequach. Mequach. Yes.
Mequach.
Mequach. Next one, Anoch. Okay.
Anoch. Today is Anoch.
Okay, so the K sound is not, it's what they call an in-between sound, It's not a G sound or it's not a K sound. It's what they call an in-between sound, as in what they skipper or it's what they call non-aspirated. Okay, so again, I'm gonna say the Cree part, the Cree word. If you wanna follow, follow. Okay, next one, Kia,
Kia.
Yeah.
Kia. Kia.
Gista,
Kista.
Kista.
Itu. Kista.
Mohkoman,
Anay.
Mohkoman.
Moknan.
Oman.
Mohkoman, Mohkoman, Mohkoman. Okay.
Nokonan.
Next one, Kigik,
Kigik.
Kigik.
Your home.
Kigik.
Yek.
Okay.
Yek.
So, okay, I'm gonna stop right there for a couple minutes, like, just to explain some other stuff. One of the other, from studying linguistics and different sound system, Cree is what they call a lazy tongue language. Okay, so we have different formations within our mouths. Okay, the back of our mouth, back here, we never shape up, like, so that's why it's called a lazy tongue language. And we have dialect, well, not dialects, within our own regional pronunciations on these ones. Okay, so I know when you say, like, say, for instance, if I was going to use the K sound with the first word, I would go Kia, like, Kia, but it's not. That's not the word that we use. We say Kia, okay, Kia. It's kind of like that lazy tongue at the back here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is another one. The P is a little bit different. It's an in-between sound between P and B. Okay, again, it's a softer sound, non-aspirated sound. Okay, again, same thing. I'm gonna go through the same thing. Say the Cree word, Beak,
Bear.
Beak,
Yeah.
Kapa,
Papa.
Kapa,
Papa.
Ago, Ago,
Ako.
We dip,
We
dip,
dip.
we dip. Okay. Okay. Next one, another one. T is an in-between sound again between D and T and D, as in stan or stanza. Again, the back of your tongue is lazy, I guess is what you can say. Okay, just gonna say the Cree words again. Okay, Tanise.
Tanise.
Anse.
Or you'll hear speakers saying Tanse.
Tanse.
Okay. Okay. Next one, metas.
Mitas.
Mata.
Metas.
Matas.
Good.
Mitas.
Atim.
Tim.
Asim.
Okay, atim. Next one, misit.
Misit.
Misit. Okay, so just quickly finishing off with those four consonants that are different. On your own practice, if you want to remember these Cree words, if you're all English speakers, say the English part first and then the Cree word. Okay, so all the other ones are the same, but I'm going to do the same thing is I'm going to pronounce them. Okay. Oh, look at this. Hold on. What did I do? Okay, I'm going to pronounce them. And then repeat after me if you want. Keep losing some other stuff here. Okay, see if I can read it from here. With the H sound, it says that it is the same as English. Uhe.
Ohe.
Okay.
Okay.
Dueho.
Ohe.
Dueho.
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 Ueho.
Yes. Next one. Otehimen.
Otehimen. Otehimen.
Yes. Next one. Weeche.
Weeche.
Weeche. Okay. The next one is the M. M is more or less the same as English. I'll just say the Cree words and you repeat after me. Next one, Misit.
Mystic.
Misit.
Mystic.
Okay, next one, Danima.
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 Astam.
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 Next one, Bisim. Bisim. N, same as that as in English. Namoya.
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 Niso.
Niso.
Iso.
Niso. Anima. Anima.
Anima. Anima.
Next, let's say the next one, syllable by syllable. Siwinigan.
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 Okay. Next one, same as English, S sound. Okay. Again, I'm only saying the Cree sound. Semak.
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 Okay. Okay, the next one, syllable by syllable. Itisaha.
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 Next one, Niska.
Niska.
Niska. Niska.
Okay, next one, Pusis.
Pusis.
Pusis. I know what there's another word for they use for pussies. I think it's minnows. Minnows.
Yeah, it's menos.
Yeah, minnows. There's the two different ways that they say it. Okay, lost you. Okay, quickly going back into W. Look, same as English. Wajask.
Waskas.
Wajask. Wajask.
Wajask.
No, not cask. Wajask.
Wajask.
Wajask. Yes.
Wajask.
Okay. The other one, a was.
Was.
Next one, Maskwa.
Moskwa.
Okay. Next one, Newo.
Newo.
Newo. Good. Okay. Y is the same as English. This one, the Y sound, even in English, like when you say yes, it's, like, it's kind of like what they call a diphthong sound to it. Okay, next one is, I'll say the Cree words again. Ye gao.
Cow.
Cow. Okay. Next one. Suniao.
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 Meow.
Suniao.
Suniao.
Next one was again Namoya.
Namoya.
Moya.
Namoya.
Namoya.
Okay. Next one CP. CP.
CP.
Okay, so those are your consonants that we just went through. Again, if you want to remember your words, use your English words first and then say the Cree word. If you
Sand. Go. Sand. Go. Like that.
yes, yegao, yegao. Yes. And then one of the other things that I always say is pronounce syllable by syllable. And then once you get the practice of saying them, you'll be able to collapse your sounds like a fluent speaker. Okay? Okay, now, next, just quickly going into your vowels. I don't know if we're even going to finish this. Okay, so we use the I with a macron. That's our long sound of E sound, as in seed. Our O with a macron is the oo sound, as in moon, oo sound. And then our A with a macron is the same as in father, sound, sound. Okay, yeah. And then I keep losing everything here. And then our E with a macron is our A sound. As it's say. Yeah.
E, eyes, E is seed, O as in moon. Okay.
Okay.
A as in father.
Okay, so we're gonna go through the same thing.
4 long vowels with the macron over the vowel to indicate the long sound. As a macron, see, like that. It's a long sound, right?
Yes. Okay. And then quickly I'm gonna say the same thing. That's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say the Cree words, and if you wanna pronounce after me. So what this one is the long A sound. For some reason I keep beho, beho, or behok. Wait, all of you wait. Behok.
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 Behok. All of you wait.
Behok.
Hook.
Behok.
Behok. Okay, so with your long A sound, again, it's so let's say stum.
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 Next one, ma scooch. Ma
Scooch.
Scooch.
Next one, peme pahta.
Peme. Pata.
Peme pahta.
Yeah.
The
Peme.
next one is ha ha su.
Aha.
Aha, Sue.
Ha ha su.
Aha.
Aha, Sue.
Okay, the next one is your I over the macron is your E, me, machine, C or seed. Hello, Amy.
Hello?
Amy,
Yes.
it says on my screen there's 4 people waiting. Are they?
I will admit, I have just 2 to admit, but I will admit them. And if that results in someone else popping up, I will. Sorry, I've been monitoring that. I was just trying to make a list of all these fabulous emails to send the handouts to.
Okay.
But yes, thank you. I'll make sure I'm checking that more regularly. Sorry.
Okay, so the next one is, like I said, the E sound. So let's say it. E, ye, gos.
Yekos.
Iekos.
Yekos.
Good.
Yekos.
Iegos.
Iekos.
Next one is me, ski, sick.
Miski. Sick.
Isik.
Ski, sick.
Ski sick. Mesky sick.
Good.
Miski. Sick.
Okay. Next one. A, be, sees.
Apisis.
Species.
Good. Sees.
Species.
Okay. Next one. Naki.
Naki.
Key.
Naki.
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 Okay, so if you notice, I say it syllable by syllable, and I try and pronounce as you would hear it from a fluent Cree speaker. Okay, so for instance, I used os. I pronounced it syllable by syllable, but then if you hear it, it would be yegos. That's how you would hear it.
Iegos.
Okay.
Yekos.
Iegos.
Yekos.
Okay, next one.
Oma. Oh, sorry.
Good. Who wants to read now? Good. My throat is getting.
German.
I'm having problems on my end though, trying to see the screen. What did I do? Okay. Well, I'll go up here. Because it's not showing on my laptop. I'll have to look at this. Okay, the next one, if I say it syllable by syllable, it would be ma.
Ma.
Yeah, and then it would be uma. Okay. Okay. Next one, ahu. Ahu.
Apu.
Okay. So the next words are the two words for cat. Menos. Next one is pusis. Okay. So the last long sound is your E with a macron, but as in A or day or say. So next one, egose.
Ekose.
Iegos.
Next one is me watch.
Quatch.
Watch.
Me watch. Okay. Next one,
I have a question.
Tapue.
I have a question.
What?
You know, when you say miigwech right there, you can say simak too, can you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, miigwech is more or less indicating to the right now. Like, right now, we're doing miigwech in a hiaweak. So we're saying we're speaking Cree right now, but then if I use if I told you nehiawe semak, I'm telling you speak Cree right now, right away, like a different kind of a meaning behind it. Semak, right away. Okay.
Right away.
Yeah. Semak. Okay. So the next one, tapue, true tapue. The next one is mesta kai. Okay, your hair. Okay, the next one with these ones. Okay, again, I'm having problems on my end. Okay, so the short vowels are I, O, and A. Okay, so let's quickly go. I didn't realize that it was 7:44 already. We're not even gonna be able to finish this. Okay, let's quickly say the words. Like I said, I'll say them syllable by syllable, and then I'll say it in the without syllable by syllable. Okay, Isquatem.
Esquatem.
Equatem.
Isquatem.
Esquatem.
Equatem.
Esquatem.
Good.
Esquatem.
Next one. Isco.
Esco.
Isco.
Esco.
Esco.
The next one. Gim.
Kim.
Gim.
Kim.
Next one. Mite.
Mete.
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 Mite. Okay, next one. The O sound. Okay.
Oh.
Odin.
Odin.
Ten.
Odin.
Otim.
And
Ten.
next one. Misko one.
Misto. One.
One.
Misko one.
Mesco one.
One.
Okay. Misko one. Okay. Next one. Na tu ta.
Nahtuta.
Natuta.
Nahtuta.
Natuta.
Okay, now if I said it without syllable by syllable, I would say nantokta.
Natuta.
Okay.
Natuta.
Next one. Mato.
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 Mato. Okay.
Doreen, I'm sorry to interrupt. There were some requests in the chat. Some people are having trouble hearing you. Would you prefer that everybody mutes themselves, or would you prefer to hear people repeating after you?
Okay, I wait until everybody's done with their pronunciation until I go into the next pronunciation. So I don't know if everybody did themselves that the participants would hear better.
Okay, no, I just wanted to let you know what some of the requests were, but if you prefer to hear people repeating, then that's great. We'll leave it that way. I just didn't want to mute people if you wanted to hear them, because I know you'd ask people so that you could hear them saying it. So it's totally up to you.
Okay, so on our end, since you record these sessions, are the participants able to go and listen after?
I can find out about that. I can
Okay.
email and find out, and I'll have the person who set up this fabulous class, I'll have them email you and the next host so that in the next class, the participants will have that information as to whether or not they can access it. I believe so. I believe it will be made available to everyone. But I'll just double check that and get confirmation on that for next class. But I believe it is made available.
Oh yeah, you can send to Reconciliation Regina, and they will.
Oh, Wendy, thank you.
Okay.
So once they upload it to the YouTube channel, everybody can access it.
Perfect. Perfect. That's great.
Okay, so quickly, now that I know that part, for anybody to know, like, why I'm only pronouncing the Cree words is because everybody's supposed to have had the notes, right, in front of them so they can cross-check. And that's why on my end, from studying and learning different languages, that's the method. Now, what did I do here? Hold on. Okay, if I wouldn't knew that, Wendy, or yeah, Wendy, right? I would have been saying the English translation and then Cree first, because my notes that lesson number 1 is set up that way, to where English is set up first and then Cree. So that way you have that connection to where if you want to learn the language, you have to spend more time. You'll never learn the language by just spending this 1 hour here on Zoom. You have to be able to spend at least an hour a day to be able to learn the language and learn the words on it. So maybe I know it's going to take more time if I say the English word and then maybe just say the English word once, and then I can go and say the Cree words twice. If you want other people to be able to utilize, to learn from this class. Wendy, do you think I should do it that way? I think it's Wendy that I was talking to, right? Amy?
Hi, yeah, it's Wendy. Wendy is an expert. She's from the library. Sorry, I'll let you take it over here, Wendy.
Yes, that will work, Darlene. We didn't want to restrict people by having them register for this class because they needed a library card. And so we left it open by not requiring people to have a registration. But for those that want to receive your handouts, they must send us their email address or register for the program so that we can email them out ahead of time. So we will email your handouts before each class.
But the other question was when I was asking, are you going to allow other people to access this recorded session after?
Yes, yes. It will go to Reconciliation Regina's YouTube channel, and they will put it.
You can get that on the YouTube channel, Regina Reconciliation. Okay. Cool.
And I've made a list of all of the emails that people sent me in the chat, and I've just finished that, and I'm going to send that on to the programming team so that.
Hello, I'll have to phone you back. Phone me back after.
So I'll just send these off to the programming team, and then all of the people who've sent me their email addresses in the chat, I will then receive the materials for today's class and upcoming classes.
Okay, so what I'll do on my end is I'll say the English word and then the Cree word, so other people will be able to utilize, like if they want to remember the Cree language, because that's the only way, because we have a lot of material out there that only has the Cree words, but no translation. So what I can do on my end, Wendy, is it's going to, 7 people are waiting in the waiting room on the thing. But what I'll do, like I said, is I'll say the English and then I'll say the Cree word. So other people can listen to this recording session. So I'll start from the A, so the sound. Okay, so quickly, oh boy, look at this. It's 7:53 already. Okay, let's just finish it up until 8 o'clock, and then I'll see if Amy, did you allow time for if anybody has questions for 10 minutes, is it?
Right. Yes, I'll go. I will go from your lead. I believe the program is from 7 to 8 p.m. But if you'd like to go a little bit longer, you're welcome to.
Okay, so let's start off with the A. Like I said, I'll say the English and then with the pronunciation of Cree. Okay, next one is sound. Go away, was.
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 Go away. Was.
Okay, please or pass that. Mahdi.
Matti.
Please surpass that.
Please surpass that, Matti.
Okay, so on your side, all you have to do is pronounce the Cree word.
Okay.
Okay, there. Anita.
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 Next one. No. Namoya.
Namoya.
Namoya. Or you'll also hear Moya.
Moya.
Moya. Okay. Okay, next one are what's called diphthong endings, vowel and a glide consonant. Again, we're just going to go until 8 o'clock, but I'm going to say the English and then the Cree pronunciation. Okay, next one. He, she, it sings, nigamo.
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 Okay. He, she swims, I think. Yes. Pagasimo.
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 Pagasimo. Pagasimo.
Okay, the next one, OW as in no. A B, mo.
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 The next one, an owl. Uhu.
Oho.
Uhu. Okay, the IW as in new. He, she, it is angry. Kisiwasu.
Kisiwasu.
Kisekwasu.
Kisiwasu. Okay, he, she, it eats. Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Me too.
So quickly stopping right there. When I added he, she, it onto the pronunciation, we have in Cree, there is no difference between the pronouns. Okay, we use the same word. We have no such thing as he, she. And when it talks about its, we refer this to all living things. Okay, so birds, animals, fish, anything. Okay, that's what it means by its. Okay, next one. He, she, it turns around. Que skew.
Rescue.
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 Okay. Next one, he, she, it dies. Ku, kiu.
Ku kiu.
Rescue.
Ku, kiu.
Ku kiu.
Kiu. Next one. Rescue. I'm just trying to. Okay. AW is somewhat the same as about or ow, okay? find him, her, or it, Miskau.
Scow.
Miskau.
Miskau.
Scow.
Always tapetau.
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 Okay.
Tapetau.
Okay. Is A macron, W as in now. It is big, large, Missau.
Scow.
Bow.
Missau.
Missau.
Okay. The next one, it is thick, Gispakau.
Bow.
Wow.
Kispako.
Kispakau.
Kispako.
Gispakau.
Kispakau.
Okay, this next one, I really couldn't find a word that had the same sound, but it's as in ale, the E macron W, ale. He, she, it says something, it will.
It will.
He, she, it
It
says
says
something.
something. It will.
12.
Wow.
Okay,
It will.
it will.
Well.
Okay, so that's where we're gonna stop on this one. We'll continue with the next, starting from here. Again, if you wanna learn Cree, you have to spend more time reading it or listening to it to be able to memorize it, and even to be able to say danse to somebody, like that means hello in Cree. And then in our language, we have no word for goodbye. We always say "Kihtuam." That means another time. Okay, another time. We don't, you'll hear "Kihtuamina" or you'll "Kihtuamina kawapamitin" is what you would hear. On my side, what time is it? Oh, 8:01. I'll work with Wendy and Amy to see if I'm able to go in.
I have Doreen on the phone right now, so she's having network issues where she is.
Oh,
She's in
that's too
Nicanese,
bad.
so I have her on the
That's too
phone.
bad.
I have her on the phone, and so she does want to give some closing remarks here.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Hey, on my end, now they must have problems with the internet after 8 o'clock. I didn't know that, and I'm on my laptop, so I can't access internet probably anymore after on that. And I don't know. I'll have to set it up onto my phone, maybe for emergencies like this for next time. But on my end, Wendy and Amy, I would like to be able to do a recording from the beginning until where we finished off, so students can access the English translation and the Cree words pronunciation. Okay? If we can work that somehow on our end. And also, the students, this is why I do the introduction to sound system, is so that way when I start introducing the kind of the dialogues on it, for the other lessons, that way you know what your sound system is. And like what Kristen said, is this is a beginner's Cree class. So I'm using that approach. Okay. So I'll keep in touch with I think it's Darla, the other one that has been emailing me. I'll keep in touch with her. Even to where, like I said, if you guys want to use this as a recording, and the more time you spend on the class, the more you will learn, the more Cree you will learn. Okay? Ego